Well, it's that time of the year again, at least for me when I'm recording this. And as we all know, you can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree. But is that exactly true? I mean, the Christmas tree is a symbol of Christmas itself, so of course it's been around forever, right? Well, not exactly. The first recorded instance of a Christmas tree dates back to around the 15th to 16th century in Germany, but evergreen plants were used well before the year zero on the calendar. In fact, much like the holiday itself, the Christmas tree has its roots with paganism. You see, the Bible never actually specifies when Jesus is born, so people just did the best that they could to pick a date and say this is the day that we will celebrate his birth. Eastern countries decided to start celebrating his birth on January 6th, which worked fine until the idea of Christmas started spreading west. Western churches came up with a clever idea to convert pagans by adding a Christian undertone to the winter solstice, which priests thought would help attract pagans since they already celebrated it. The winter solstice is the shortest day of the year and marks the transition between days getting shorter and when they start getting longer. One of the many traditions of the winter solstice was to decorate your home with evergreen plants. The Romans did this as a symbol of green fields that will come with summer. Other groups did this because they believed evergreen plants possessed magical qualities that would help fend off ghosts and other evil spirits. As Christianity and the celebration of Christmas began to grow, many pagans who converted brought with them the traditions they had already known, which is how evergreen plants as a whole became affiliated with the holiday. And since evergreen trees such as spruces and conifers were readily available, people began bringing them into their homes and decorating them. They were commonly decorated with apples to symbolize the forbidden fruit, as well as nuts and other random ornaments. Allegedly, it was Martin Luther who decided to put lights on the first Christmas tree. The story goes he was walking home when he looked up and was mesmerized by all of the stars in the night sky. He decided when he got home to place candles on his Christmas tree to recreate the scene, but the Christmas tree really didn't catch on in America for quite a while. Per usual, the Americans didn't want to keep up with the rest of the world metric system, and the first instance of a Christmas tree in America wasn't even recorded until 1830 by German settlers in Pennsylvania. But even by the 1840s, most Americans saw the Christmas tree as a pagan symbol and rejected it. In fact, an English scholar, Oliver Cromwell, often preached against heathen traditions such as holiday carols and decorative trees. But that all changed when Queen Victoria and her German prince decided they would celebrate with a Christmas tree in 1846. At the time, anything the Queen did was instantly the new fashion, not only in Europe but also in America, which helped set the Christmas tree once and for all as a symbol of Christmas itself. By the 1900s, homemade ornaments began decorating many trees, followed by brightly colored popcorn, and as time progressed, electric lights came about, allowing trees to be lit up much safer. And in the modern era, mass-produced Christmas ornaments became all the rage. Today, a tree with lights and decorations is immediately recognized as a Christmas tree, but it's important to note this was not always the case, and as with many things, history tells us a different story. Old traditions aren't always as old as we think. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, and as always, please enjoy the rest of your internet going experience.